Fight this number of lawyers is not easy. And how about you?
Okay.
We can step aside.
But there's no way. I'm going to jump for paper.
Chief Allah, it will be anybody that wants to see you.
You just
are you ready?
From the
Yes, I did.
So what did you come here to?
Can we come down because of the camera? Can we come down because of the camera? Okay. Let's go. Yes, let's go here. We can face the door. Yes. Come back the door. Or back the door. Okay. Where? They cancel. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So, sorry, can you step down?
It's okay.
Tell me it's okay.
So that I need a picture.
Welcome.
Sorry. Let the council be by your immediate right.
Be behind me.
No. Go.
And talk.
Exactly.
Better.
Okay.
Marisa, can you tell us what you came to the court today to do?
Well, to put it mildly, it looked like I came here to do battle with almost 10 lawyers from the federal government. But you see, to talk seriously about it, we were in court today to make a case for our client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What happened to him in September 2017 is abominable. It has never been litigated in any court of law in Nigeria. And that action of the federal government and her agencies, we contend, is a flagrant violation of his fundamental rights to life, against arbitrary arrest, right to fair hearing, and so on and so forth. And as if that was not enough, those that failed to kill him in 2017 pursued him hotly into Kenya, where he had made a lucky escape from that attack in 2017, and renditioned him back to Nigeria. That is wrong. We are saying it's wrong in the eyes of the law, not only of international law, but the laws of Nigeria and the laws of Kenya, and against the rules of natural justice. Altogether, those things constitute very serious violations of his fundamental rights as guaranteed under the Constitution of Nigeria and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. And we're in court, and we've been in court since August, but today we're in court to adopt our processes, and successfully we adopted our processes. We moved our motion, and the respondents opposed our motion, made their own case, and we have finally joined the issues, and this case is over. What we now await is the judgment of the court by the glory of God. The fundamental rights action, the journey of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through the judicial process in the Abia stage is finally over, and we await for the decision of the court to see where the gavel has fallen. And I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to my colleagues who have assisted me. One of them is here, Patrick Agazie Esquire. He has been a rock of Gibraltar standing behind me in this lonely, sometimes lonely quest for justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I have on my left here, Iboyaka, the very able, capable, and committed president of Organization Youth Worldwide. And the other people also as well, people seen and unseen, who have offered their moral support. I thank all of you, and I'm happy that we have come this far. And let us await for the court to come out with the decision that would meet the ends of justice.
Sorry, sir. What did you specifically ask the court to do for you?
Okay, what we are asking is we're asking for a declaration that what happened in September 2017 in Isiama Afaruku Omahia, namely the lethal military invasion of the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in which 28 lives were lost, is a violation of his fundamental rights, and he deserves compensation for that. He deserves apology, and he deserves monetary compensation. But most importantly, what happened recently, in June this year, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, is the most egregious conduct that you can expect from any state. That too, Nnamdi Kanu deserves compensation. And the kind of compensation that comes when government engages in that conduct is that such government will lose its authority to prosecute such an individual. So we're asking this court to stop the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on the unlawful expulsion, his unlawful expulsion from Kenya, otherwise known as extraordinary rendition. Let it be clear that this lawsuit is not targeting the court in Abuja. The lawsuit is targeting the prosecution. The Attorney General prosecuted. The Attorney General is amenable to lawsuit. He's not above the law. He can make mistakes. So, as in this case, he made a very serious mistake. So we're asking the court to issue the appropriate orders stopping the prosecution. Because before you prosecute a fugitive that you found in a foreign country, before you prosecute him in the country of interest, there are certain things the judge today called arrest protocols or conditions precedent. You extradite that fugitive, that suspect. You don't rendition him. If you extradite the fugitive, which means you took him through the process of law, of extradition in that very country of refuge, that is how you gain jurisdiction, authority over the fugitive. If you rendition the fugitive or otherwise kidnap him, you have no jurisdiction to benefit from your own wrong. It's inequitable. Equity does not allow it. The government cannot benefit from its own wrong of kidnapping and abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we're asking this court to stop the prosecution. And ultimately, if that occurs, the court also, we are asking the court to enter the appropriate orders to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Thank you very much.
Sir, please restate your name for the record.
My name is Aloy Ejibako, Special Counsel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, and proudly so.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Can we have that document? Because we were reading it. Can we have it?
We don't have a copy of the document. It's with the court. The document is really of no consequence. They brought it into court.
Okay.
Say the date for the next.
No, now it will be complicated.
The judge said we'll be notified
Guys, see.
with a hearing notice as to when we come back for the judgment.
Ndewo. Dalụkwa. Biko ọkaiwu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, biko ị ga-agwatụ anyị etu obi si dị gị tata maka okwu a nke etinye ọnụ n'ụlọ ikpe na Ụmụahịa.
Well, obi dị m ụtọ na a case m bidoro in August, late August. You can say almost in early September, because a bidoro case on 26th of August. And that about 10th December, and they finish the case. And obi dị m ụtọ na case a gara fast otu a. Ọ nwante m ga-agwadebe ụlọ. Mana ị mara ihe ekwuka m okwu na kọtụ tata maka na ndị lọya bụ na ha gbara mgbe erikakwa. Ha dị almost iri. So mgbe ọma ha gbara ụma accept effect my voice na-ekwusi onu mgbaka. So ka my colleague nọ here ka ọ gwa ụnụ ọ bụ na ya nọ nna gwa ha ihe mere nụ biko olugo ka dị oke ịgwacha ha Igbo aya aka bụ eze ndị ọha na eze gwakwa na ọ nọkwa ịma agwa ofu onye bụ aghọrọ iwe eke. So biko gwa na
okay, we ga-eme ka ndị na-ege anyị ntị mara onye bụ.
Afa m bụ PN Agazie, Patrick Nnameka Agazie. Mụ na Aloy Ejibako bụ onye na-edu anyị n'ikpe a. Dịka o si gwa gị, ndị anyị na ha nụrụ ọgụ ruru ndị lọya iri ma ọ bụ karịa, ranging from ndị na-represent Federal Republic of Nigeria, the DSS, the police, and the rest of them.
Gịnị bụ atụmanya nke ikpe nke tata? Olee ihe ebe atụmanya ya? Olee ebe ọ kwụsịrị na ihe ọzọ na-eso ya?
Dịka ndị ọkaiwu anyị bụ, anyị nwere ntụkwasị obi nke ukwuu na mwube ụlọ ikpe. Anyị nwere olileanya na ihe niile anyị yọrọ ụlọ ikpe a na a ga-emere anyị ya. Ọ ihe anyị bụ n'obi bịa. Ọ bụrụ na ụlọ ikpe nene ihe anyị kwuru, nene ndị anyị kpụtara ụlọ ikpe ihe ha kwuru, o kpebie okwu, mana anyị nwere olileanya nwee ntụkwasị obi nke ukwuu na azọmụkwụ, mmegide, ntaramahụhụ, nwụrụ na ngụgba n'ike si Kenya wee bata Naịjirịa, ihe niile mere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anyị nwere olileanya na ụlọ ikpe a ga-akwụta ya ma kwuwapụta na ọ dị njọ, nyekwuo ntụziaka si tọrapụ ya na mkpọrọ. Maka ndị ji ya na mkpọrọ enweghị ngalaba ịtụnye okwu ya ọnụ, berụsọ ma ha enwere usoro iwu malitere na Kenya ma ọ bụ mba ọbụla esi wee kpọbata ya. Mana ile anya na akwụkwọ ha wetara n'ụlọ ikpe enweghị akwụkwọ ọbụla gosiri na enwere usoro iwu esi webata ya. Ihe emere ya bụ ngụgba. Emerela ngụgba mgbe gara aga, emere ya onye a na-akpọ Umaru Diko iru eju eze ka o si wee gaa. Nke anwa bịara nwee mgbaji ụkwụ, nwee kele, mana nke a bịara gara ha. Anyị wee sị ka anyị weta okwu a n'iru ụlọ ikpe ka o bie ya.
Nke pụtara na ihe a na-eche ugbu a ụbọchị a ga-achabi ya bụ ikpe.
Ọkaikpe ekwugo na a ga-ezikọrịta ozi ma ọ bụrụ na ikpe dị na njikere, a ga-ezi ọha na eze anyị bịakwa ka anyị si bịa.
Ndewo.
Yes.
Daalụ.
Achabighị ikpe, ihe anyị abịazi for the judgment. There was any other argument, there was any other process.
I have ụbọchị nchabi ikpe wụ
yes,
judgment.
so abịazie judgment ka anyị enyezi.
Ndewo. Daalụ kwa.
Daalụ. You can
Okay. In Igbo or English?
No, English.
Yeah, we have done it.
Okay. What of AIT? Are they not?
Battery camera don't die. That guinea man there.
No. Come now.
Did you participate in the interview? Okay, you are tired. Okay, this man.
Sorry, Mazi Bayaka, go ahead. But go ahead, just quickly, because just tell us how you feel about the proceedings and as a stakeholder in the project, coming from the background of Igbo youth. So, the arrowhead of Igbo youth organization. So, how do you feel today?
Thank you so much. My name is Comrade Iboayaka Oyiboayaka. I'm the National President of Ohanese Youth Council. There is something we witnessed today, and it's very, very quite unfortunate. And that is the issue of the presence of the security agents all over the place, all over the corner, all over the joints, all over the junction that you can use to enter the court. It's very, very unfortunate. And we are aware that today we are talking about the human fundamental rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's also against the human fundamental right for such a restriction of people's movement to come to court to get involved or observe the court proceedings. So such a security threat is very, very quite unfortunate because I believe that the logistics they use today to block all these entrances, they can also use that logistics at this period that we are witnessing the issue of bandits and also kidnapping and so many gangsters and criminals around within the southeast and within our country. So they could have used that logistics to tackle this level of insecurity we are having in our country than bringing such a security men in all the junction, threatening people, intimidating people from having access into the court. It is quite unfortunate, and I believe that is because of the kind of system we are running in our country today. It is unfortunate that we have we have executive that is swimming in impunity. We have legislator that is swimming in rascality, and it's very, very unfortunate. So, and in a civilized world, you cannot do such a thing. So we are very, very embarrassed on the treatment of the security agent on this issue, and we are calling the Nigeria government to make sure that all these things will not happen again, because there is no issue of creating tension. This is a judiciary process, so I believe that having all these security men here and there is part of creating tension. With already tension we have in our country today, I believe that today Nigeria needs a social stabilization, and there are things we need to do in that aspect. On the issue of the case of our brother, we know that injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So I watched the proceeding, I observed the proceeding. It is a good one, and I believe with what I saw, this court has every right to deliver justice. And I believe from every proceedings, our anticipation is just justice. And I believe that when there is justice, the tension of everything that is happening in this country will go down. So I advise Nigeria government to make sure that justice is served. I also advise the judiciary to make sure that justice is served, because when there is justice, there is peace. When there is justice, the tension going everywhere will come down, and this is what we are advocating for. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. I will be coming back with more video, more gist, more updates. Bye bye guys. Love you guys.